Hello grade 7, so as promised we're going to do this particular task on Geometry Sketchpad. The last video I showed you how to do it on graph paper. Now I'll show you how to do it on Geometry Sketchpad, this full rotation about the origin. And away we go. Alrighty, so let's open up the program. Okay, let's maximize the screen. Okay, we're going to instantly go to Graph, Show Grid. Okay, you've got your rectangular grid. We are going to plot our coordinates. Back to Graph, plot points. Our first point is at -4. This is going to be an irregular shape. -4 and +9 on the y-axis. Plot. Our next one is -3 on the x, and on the y, +9. Plot. Next one is -2 on the x and 7 on the y, and where they meet is right there. Our next one is -2 on the x and +2 on the y. Plot. Move this over. 2 more to go. -5 on the x, +2 on the y. Plot. -5 and on the x, +7 on the y. Plot. Click done. Alright, let's get our straight edge, and we're going to begin to connect this irregular shape. We're then going to thicken up the lines so it's a little more visible. There we go. So we have this sort of rectangle with a little roof on it. Okay, let's go back to the arrow. We're going to now thicken this up. Thick, 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 thick. There we go. We're now going to label our coordinates. So this top one is going to be A. Coordinates, A. You can see Geometry Sketchpad. Labels at -4, +9, exactly what we asked it to do. B was going to be here. C, D, E, and F coordinates. There we go. So now we're going to be rotating it about the center. So we put our cursor here over the center. We're going to right click on it and we're going to mark it as the center, and you'll see that little explosion. There we go. We are now going to highlight all of the coordinates and line segments, like so. Gotta do this again. Okay, this one is highlighted, highlighted, highlighted. E is highlighted, okay. There we go. We're going to go to transform. We're going to go rotate. Now, you can clearly see that it did it counterclockwise, 90 degrees. Okay, we will take that for now. Okay. You are actually supposed to do, well, technically to get it up this way, that would be 90, 180, 270. 270 degrees counterclockwise is actually 90 degrees clockwise. Okay, so we can rotate that. Okay, so this would be our first rotation. This would be a 90-degree clockwise or a 270-degree counterclockwise. We're going to label those coordinates. Label coordinates B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, now we need to rotate this 180 degrees, okay? So again, highlight, 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 highlight. And of course, the coordinates of this rotation, transformation are of course labeled up here. Okay, so our original has been highlighted. We're going to go to transform. It's not highlighted, so that means you have to do it again. Usually it's in a darker black, in a bold. Let's see what happened. That means maybe we missed one. They all look highlighted. Transform, it's not highlighted. Okay, let's try this again. Yep, that's highlighted. E is highlighted. Line segment F is highlighted. Okay, transform. Now we can rotate it. So now we're going to rotate it 180. And there we go. So you can see it move down to this area. I'm going to hit rotate. Scroll down slightly. Okay, we are going to now mark the coordinates. There's A1, B1, C1, D1. I think you're getting the idea. Okay. And let's go back to the original. And we're going to rotate this 90 degrees. Whoa. Okay, that was a little boo-boo. We are going to delete that. Click on the arrow. So if you make a little mistake, you're going to just delete it. Let's get this point. Delete it. Okay, let's hide the point. There we go. Geometry Sketchpad allows you to hide it as well. So we're going to highlight this again. Okay, it's a little tedious, but either way, you get the idea of how this is going to be rotated. Back up to transform. Rotate. You're going to do 90 degrees. Geometry Sketchpad will send it clockwise. Counterclockwise, actually. Rotate. Okay, I'm going to highlight our coordinates. 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 Oh. There we go. All right. Now, so this was the rotation. You've got 90 degrees clockwise, 180. 270, and of course a full circle 360. You could also look at it another way. You can look at it, this rotation here could also be 270 counterclockwise. This is obviously 180 counterclockwise or 180 clockwise. This is 90 counterclockwise. Okay, now the second part of the task was to keep E as a fixed coordinate. So you right click on E, and you're going to mark that as your center. There you go, you see that explosion. At this point, we're going to rotate the entire, let's highlight first the coordinates. For some reason, if you just do, okay, let's try now with line segments, and it should work. Okay, this one and that one. We're going to go to transform, we're going to rotate it. You have to rotate it 270 degrees counterclockwise, which is the same thing as 90 degrees clockwise. About center E. Coordinate E remains fixed. And there we go. There she is. Okay, I'll change the colors on this. Color, red. Okay, just like we colored it in pencil crayons on the manual one, you could do that as well here. Color, red. Okay, we're going to mark our coordinates. 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 Okay. Okay, we've got quite a lot of coordinates actually. Okay, they are all listed there, but you get the idea. So this is exactly the same thing that we did. right there using the manipulative, and here's the Geometry Sketchpad version of it.